All right, Only Murders fans, you just saw that crazy season finale, My Best Friend's Wedding, and you are not going to want to miss this deep dive. We're going to break down all the twists, the turns, and those hold up what moments you might have missed. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dissect this finale.
Yeah, let's get right into it. That cliffhanger with Lester's death. You know, the doorman we've seen since season 1?
Oh my God, I know, right? I gasped it out loud, poor Lester, but it's Only Murders, so we should have seen a new mystery coming.
Exactly, and it seems like we are entering a whole new world, maybe with some serious mafia connections. We got Sofia Catamelio, whose husband Nicky we heard about earlier this season, you know, the dry cleaning king of Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, the neck.
Right, the neck.
How do you even get a nickname like that?
Yeah.
But yeah, the show subtly planted those seeds about his death, and now Sophia shows up saying it's connected to the Arconia. This is big.
Oh, yeah, this is huge. It's like the writers are saying, get ready, things are going to get a lot more intense. And it makes you wonder, what secrets does the Arconia hold that connect to the dry cleaning king and now Lester's death?
Okay, so we have this giant mystery brewing, but let's rewind a bit and talk about the killer reveal. Did you suspect Marshall at all?
Well, the writers really messed with me. They hinted at the possibility of 2 killers. Which, honestly, let's be real, usually feels kind of cheap, like a way to just throw the audience off. So I was really glad they went a different way with it.
Oh yeah, me too. For a second, I actually thought maybe Howard was working with Marshall, especially with all that bad blood between them.
Interesting theory. But yeah, ultimately it was all Marshall desperate for success and stealing Saz's script to get it. Those flashbacks really showed us his ambition. Remember that line, his dream is not to write, but to have written.
Oh yeah.
Kind of sad in a way.
It is very sad. He was obsessed with the idea of being a writer, more than actually writing. And the irony, he cuts the Westy subplot from Saz's script because he thinks it's unnecessary. But then that's what leads to him getting caught. It's like he didn't get storytelling at all.
It is really good writing. It shows how Marshall just missed the point completely in Saz's story and in his own life.
And speaking of missing the point, can we talk about Jan? She appears out of nowhere and takes out Marshall with a sniper rifle. Talk about an unexpected twist.
Right. We thought she was locked away, but she was just hiding in the Arconia's tunnels, just waiting to get revenge for Saz. Kind of creepy, but also pretty badass.
Oh yeah, definitely badass.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, did she always plan to do that? Or was she waiting for the right moment?
That's a good question. I think she was waiting. I mean, she was obsessed with Charles. She probably wanted to save him from having to kill Marshall. Messed up, but, you know, it's Jan.
It is Jan. Which brings us to another crazy moment.
Yeah.
Charles is standing over Marshall with Eva Longoria's nail gun multi-tool, ready to kill him. Did that freak anyone else out? I mean, our sweet Charles ready to kill someone?
I know, right? Steve Martin played that so well, it makes you think maybe Charles has a dark side. And maybe we'll see more of that in future seasons.
Ooh, that's an interesting thought. Maybe this whole thing will bring out his inner Brazos.
Yeah.
But before we go there...
Yeah, it's interesting how this finale sets up a whole new chapter, but also brings us back to the show's roots.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We're back at the Arconia for the mystery.
Yeah.
And I feel like all those residents, those quirky residents that we've come to love and suspect, I think they're going to play a bigger role in season 5.
Yeah. Remember all those kind of minor characters we met? Like the podcasting superfan, the grumpy cat lady, the bassoon player. Any of them could have a connection to Nicky Caxamelio or even Lester.
It's just like those early episodes where we were trying to figure out who among the neighbors was the killer. I love that it's going back to that community intrigue, but now with this whole mafia element.
Yeah, it's familiar but new at the same time. We're back where we started, but now the stakes are higher and the mystery is deeper.
And speaking of deeper, we can't forget about all those unresolved plot points from this season. Winnie's poisoning the cameras in the trio's apartments. Those notes on Yan's door. What was all that about?
You know, I don't know. Those loose ends are really bugging me. Maybe they were just distractions to throw us off. But I have a feeling they might connect to this new mystery somehow.
Big what if. Hear me out. What if the person who poisoned Winnie was trying to send a message to someone in the Arconia? Like maybe they were trying to silence someone who knew something about Nicky Casamelio.
That's a good theory. And maybe those cameras were connected to Nicky's people too. Like they were spying on the trio, trying to find out what they knew.
That's giving me chills. Someone was watching them in their own homes. That's scary.
It is scary. It suggests that something much bigger is going on. And who knows what Lester found out. As the doorman, he had access to the whole building. He saw everyone come and go.
Maybe he stumbled upon something he wasn't supposed to see. Something connecting Nicky Casamelio to the Arconia. Or maybe he knew who poisoned Winnie.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget about Charles and his potential dark side. Do you think this new case with all the mafia stuff could push him over the edge?
Ooh, good point. Imagine Charles going up against the mob. It'd be like Brazos meets The Sopranos.
The possibilities are endless. And that's what I love about Only Murders. It always keeps us guessing, with those unexpected twists and turns. But it's still grounded in those strong characters and relationships.
Yeah, it really is the perfect balance. We get the thrills and chills of a good mystery, but also the heart and humor of these great characters. And we can't forget about the romance. Be honest, we're all hoping for Charles and Jan to get back together, right?
Maybe that's just me, but you never know.
Okay, fair enough. Back to the mystery. What do you think Season 5 will focus on? Lester's death and the Caxamelio family? Or will those loose ends from Season 4 come back into play?
I think it'll be both. The writers are too smart to just abandon those storylines completely. I bet they'll find a way to weave them all together.
Yeah, I think so too. And knowing our trio, they'll be in the middle of it all. Chasing down clues, interrogating suspects, probably making some hilarious mistakes along the way.
Oh, yeah, that's what makes the show so great, the comedy.
Exactly. But even with the comedy, there's always real danger.
And with the mafia now involved, the danger is even bigger.
So we have a dead doorman, a vengeful ex-girlfriend, hiding in the walls, a maybe unhinged Charles, and a possible mafia connection. What could go wrong?
I think we both know the answer to that. Absolutely everything. And I can't wait.
It really does feel like a natural next step for the show, bringing in the mafia.
Yeah, like they're upping the stakes, changing the world we thought we knew. But at the same time, it's still so Only Murders. It's still murder mystery, but now there's this whole organized crime thing added in.
Right, and how deep does it go? Is it just about Nicky Casamelio? Or was he involved in something bigger than just dry cleaning?
Exactly. Was he laundering money? Was his death a hit? And how does Lester fit into this?
That's what I want to know. Did he get caught in the crossfire? Or did he know something he shouldn't have?
Remember back in season 2, he was so worried about losing his job, maybe he got mixed up in something bad trying to keep his job.
Yeah, or maybe he saw something he wasn't supposed to see. The Arconia is full of secrets, and Lester was right there in the middle of it all.
He was like the eyes and ears of the building. He could have known something someone would kill to keep secret.
So let's recap. We have a dead doorman, a vengeful ex-girlfriend hiding in the walls, Charles maybe going to the dark side, and a possible mafia connection. What does this mean for the show?
It means get ready. Season 5 is going to be the best one yet. We'll have to see how they put it all together, but I think it's going to be wild.
I can't wait. But before we go, we want to hear from you. What are your theories about Season 5? Who do you think killed Lester? Let us know in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite shows. We'll be back soon with more mysteries, so stay tuned.